So this is an exciting moment for me, the day I rode my Mustang Dodger for the first time. We've done lots of groundwork to prepare for this, as well as given him opportunity to adjust to a rider sitting on him, but this is the first time I will ask him to take a step. I have him in a side pull bridle with reins and will be riding bareback while Manny leads Dodger from the ground. You will see Manny mimicking calming signals to help Dodger relax. He has a theory that both horses and people speak the same subconscious calming language that consists of yawning, licking and chewing, and making ourselves smaller or lower to the ground. We use this method with incredible results and only progress with new and complicated tasks when the horses respond with their own calming signals to let us know they are not in flight mode. At first we are only asking for one step at a time so that he can process my weight shifting and coming with him. He does spook a little when my foot touches his leg, but holds it together very well for a horse that was previously quite reactive and flighty. I want Dodger to know that stopping is an acceptable response when he's scared or unsure of what to do, so for the first ride he is allowed to stop whenever he wants to. I'll let him know he did a good job and dismount to give him a moment to relax and think about it. There's no sense in scaring him forward, and we will have plenty of time to work on cruise control once he understands what is happening and feels comfortable with me on his back.
Bucket. He's stepping right now. There you go. Okay.
For now, we are going to use cues that he already knows from groundwork to communicate what we want from him. He knows how to be led and responds well to the phrase, "walk on," from working on the lunge. At this stage, I'm just a passenger on a pony ride. And let me mention that bareback is not easy when you aren't used to it. Dodger's such a good horse for putting up with me. I'm going to be starting every horse bareback for the simple reason that I can easily slide off if they get upset. So I better find my seat soon. Extremely happy with this little Mustang. On another day, we prepare for ride number 2, and our first ride without help on the ground. We warm up with some groundwork. Lunging gets his body warmed up. And liberty work gets his mind warmed up. Today we're going to transfer what Dodger learned during groundwork to work under saddle. If you missed the last 2 videos, be sure to go back and watch these, as it explains how I prepared him for this. When I first get on, I just want him to settle until I ask him to move. But fidgeting is perfectly fine, as he's still learning to balance my weight and relax. We practice lots of flexing to make sure I have his full attention and ensure I will have breaks if he goes squirrely. He's doing fantastic, so I'm going to dismount and reward him often during this session. Now that he is responding well to my verbal cues, I will add some leg cues and begin to teach him to move forward without the verbal cues. I start with a couple light taps with my calves while saying walk on to connect the cues. If he stops, I will tap again and immediately stop tapping when he moves forward. I choose to tap instead of squeeze because horses understand rhythmic pressure better than steady pressure, which can scare them and make them feel trapped. I also want to work on having him stop off my seat and back up a few steps. He knows that pulling the reins back means to step backwards, so I will sit back and tap with my calves while simultaneously asking with my reins. I don't ask for much. As soon as he does it, I release and give him a break. I'm going to start asking him to move off my leg as he already knows his forequarter yield, hindquarter yield, and side pass from groundwork. I really don't expect much for his second ride, but he's starting to put 2 and 2 together. Each time I get off and back on, he gets more confident. I'm loving how soft he is to the reins, and he's almost a little too responsive. I'm really holding back his potential at the moment, but I know there's a V8 under the hood when we're ready to use it. He's trying so hard for me. Look at his concentration. I'm really hoping that with regular riding, his top line will just keep getting stronger, as it's extremely flat here in Florida and we haven't been able to do any hill work yet. One super important task is to get him yielding his hindquarters off my leg in case I ever need to disengage his hind end in an emergency. He knows to cross his hind leg under his body and over the other leg, so I tap until he gives me 3 good steps. I never like to drill him on things, so we move on to other tasks like stopping and come back to this later. I am thrilled that he picked this up so quickly. I'm so super proud of this guy. He went from a wild band stallion in Nevada to a scared, sick, and unwanted 3-strike pony to an incredible, willing partner that I wouldn't trade for the world. You'll be seeing lots more of Dodger in the future. Be sure to check out more videos, and thanks for watching.